Okay, so I went to Walmart the other day looking for bread. That was it. But I saw on the Barbie Facebook group that people were starting to see the new wave of fashionistas show up in Walmart stores. My stores in Tennessee are usually the last ones to see anything new, so you can imagine my shock whenever I walked through the Barbie aisle and they had everything new. And as soon as I saw them, I messaged Stovall the doll on Instagram because I know that he's been looking for them too, and he lives relatively close. So if the Hermitage, Tennessee Walmart is your regular store, sorry, we got first dibs. So without further ado, let's take a look at Barbie Fashionista number 160 and 162. Let's start off with her. I'll save the best for last. So here she is displayed in her new reusable zipper packaging. Just like before, you can see all the new fashionistas on the back. From the two Walmarts I went to, both of them were missing this guy. I already have him ordered from Amazon, but I still don't understand why he wasn't in the lot with the others. And they had very, very few Kiras, so if you're looking for her, you might have to order her online. They didn't have the wheelchair Barbies yet, which is a shame because I need like 5 of her. But they did have the new Shimmer series of color reveal dolls, so I guess my Walmart's gonna skip over the mermaid wave. Here's her unique illustration. Again, I love that Barbie is doing this for their fashionistas now, and I love that they didn't print the Barbie logo over this artwork, because this would be perfect for a collage or a scrapbook. They just look really good side by side. Alright, so she has a brand new head mold. A little bit of box hair coming out of the packaging. As you can see there, it's copyright 2020 Mattel. I work for my money, so I'm not going to just up and buy every single doll in this collection, because there's 2 Millies in this wave, and I feel like we could have done without one of them. I really liked her because she reminded me of iCarly. Something about her really reminds me of Miranda Cosgrove. I love her hair color. Unfortunately, she has pixel face. I picked the best one with the straightest paint out of the whole store, and it's not too terrible on her. You have to really get up on it to notice it, but Mattel really needs to stop using this printing method. It's really a shame that the first time we see this new face mold, it has pixel face. So I love her face. Her outfit, not so much. This dress it just looks ugly. I mean, not the shape. It's a really pretty shape, but the pattern on it, I'm not a big fan of this color scheme. It just kind of hurts my eyes a little bit. I love her shoes though. I have these shoes in a lot of different colors, and it's nice to see them in white. Mostly I like to dress my dolls in neutral clothing, like grays or blacks, but if their character calls for more colorful clothing, then I'll make an exception. Like with June back there, the channel's called Barbie's GBF, and if she's gonna be my channel mascot, it just makes sense for her to be wearing a rainbow. I mentioned her head being really big a second ago, so here's a comparison with the mid-belly head mold. You see how much bigger it is? So that's why for body swapping, I think she's probably gonna look best on the curvy made to move body. She's a pretty perfect skin tone match, and I just feel like her big head will complement the body really well. Alright, now let's move on to what you all have been waiting for. So here's Ken Fashionista number 162. Now he also has a brand new head mold, but if you're looking for this guy, I would really recommend trying to find him in store, because there's something really weird going on with his head mold. I'm not sure if my camera's gonna pick that up, but you can see some small indentions around the bridge of his nose. And from what people on the Facebook group said, apparently these markings are from the machine that presses on these stamps for the eyes. But I've never really had a Ken before with this issue, and it's pretty consistent with this specific head mold. I was advised that if I boil his head in hot water, that it would return to its original shape. I haven't tried that yet because I'm just now unboxing him, but if you follow me on Instagram, I'll let you know how that goes. Stovall said that his outfit kind of reminded him of the Rugrats, and I can see that. This outfit just looks really nostalgic to me. It looks like the carpet on an arcade floor. 90s patterns like this have been really popular lately, and I feel like I could actually see somebody wearing this in real life. He's got these bright highlighter yellow sneakers on. I don't think we've seen these colors of shoes on Ken since the 80s. But if y'all know anything about color theory, purple and yellow look really good together. I almost forgot to mention, this is our first black Ken with rooted hair. I checked and these are actually rooted on. I was kind of worried that they were just going to be glued onto the head, but no, this is rooted, so that's awesome. I prefer molded hair for my dolls with shorter hair, just because usually if they have rooted hair, it requires a lot of gel to keep the hairstyle. So I don't have a problem with them being molded on, but this looks really, really good on him. As far as body swapping goes, Unfortunately, Mattel has not released an African American made-to-move Ken in this body color yet. The BMR 1959 with the green hair is a little bit too light for him. So instead of this, this guy's name is Malik, and he's from Dr. Lisa's Fresh Squad doll line. I don't really care for the face sculpts or the facial screenings on these guys. I really get them for their bodies. Because even though these aren't made to move, they are still articulated male dolls in darker skin tones. They're $30 to $40 each depending on whether there's a sale going on or not, so I don't think they're awfully priced. Head movement at the shoulder, at the elbow, at the wrist, at the upper leg, at the knee, and even at the ankle. And rotation at the head, of course. The only thing that I don't like about these bodies is they're just really reflective, and that makes them look really cheap. So what I usually do, and this is something that I learned from Doll Junk on Instagram, if you watch any doll customizers on YouTube, you might have heard of Mr. Super Clear before.
Just wait until you meet Mr. Super Clear. Mr. Super Clear!
So that's what I use. I usually give them a couple coats of Mr. Super Clear and it gives them this nice matte finish. Because as they are, they just look really fake and greasy to me. Malik's skin tone is a little bit warmer than Ken's, but after you spray Mr. Super Clear on it, it usually gets a little bit darker. I think it's going to be a pretty good match. It's definitely better than no articulation. I am in love with this guy's head mold. I love his full lips, I love his thick eyebrows, I love his brown eyes, I love his wide nose. He's just a really handsome looking guy. Alright, well that was my review of Barbie Fashionista number 160 and 162, and I really recommend them, especially if you're looking to add some diversity to your collection, considering they both have brand new head molds. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy my content, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much.